let me start this session. So, first of all, good afternoon to everyone who joins this sessions. And those who were not able to join these sessions, I'll be uploading the recording of this session on my YouTube channel, WFM Club. So, if you are not able to join this session, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can watch the recording there. So, I'll start with the small presentation, and after that, I'll take up your questions, your suggestions, your recommendations, your use cases, and I'll try to incorporate those recommendations, suggestions into this scheduling version 1.5. The release of this 1.5 version is 31st January. So, till then, whatever the use cases, suggestions, recommendations I'll be receiving from you guys, I'll be uploading changes into this version 1.5. So I'll start with the small presentations and then I'll give you the glimpse of version 1.5, and then after that I'll be taking your questions and your use cases. This would be a very small session, 30 to 40 minutes long only. And if I'm not able to take up all your questions in these sessions, I'll be conducting another session on next Saturday, wherein you will again join and you can ask your question, you can share your use cases with me so that I can try to incorporate in the next release, that is version 1.6, which I am going to release by mid Feb. So let's start with the session and I'll be sharing my screen. First of all, I'm getting this question why I'm building these kind of tools right now. I'm building these tools with one simple goal in mind, to reduce manual efforts and help development professional focus on what really matters. So instead of spending hours on repetitive tasks, you should be investing your time in analysis, insight, and better decision making. That's exactly what these tools are designed to support. I have already shared this WhatsApp community and I want to reiterate it here as well. All tools available on WFM Club website will remain completely free for the WFM community for lifetime. This is my small contribution towards making WFM team work smarter, not harder. Now, let me move to the next slide. Another question which I am getting from most of the people, why I'm distributing this tool free of cost, right? So I really like this quote, right, of Henry Ford, which says that there are no big problems, only a lot of small ones. So many people, ask me why I'm giving these tools away for free. The simple answer is not everything has to be compared with money. I'm building these tools to reduce manual work and solve the small problems we face every day in WFM. If solving these small problems help someone work better, that's already win for me. So the tools on WFM Club will remain free, as I have explained earlier as well, because value comes before money. So that is it. These are the only two slides I want to share it with you. Now let me share my screen once again and let me show you the glimpse of version 1.5, and then I'll show you what are the enhancement I have done, and then after that I'll take up your questions, recommendations, suggestions, your use cases. I'll unmute you guys and so that you guys can ask me questions. So this is the version 1.5. The first changes I have done here is that I have add the option that user can enter the AHT or put the input themselves, right? I got a feedback from the couple of users that this AHT is set at 360, and if they have a very higher AHT, they need to click on this icon multiple times because it is increasing by 1 seconds only. So they asked me if I can have an option to just simply put whatever their AHT is. Like they want to put 900 seconds, they can do it. Same goes with other as well. SLA target, threshold, abandoned target, average patience time. You can do it now. Earlier, that option was not there. Another thing I have done here is I have made couple of tweaking behind the code so that it can generate more accurate schedules now. And weekly level numbers were not showing earlier. I'll show you, it is still running. I have clicked on the generate schedule tab. It is still generating the schedules. Total lines where it shows your total forecasted calls, your projected service level, and your abundance. All are showing here. Earlier, this line was not there. Now I'm opening these sessions for your questions, for your use cases. You can ask me any question as you want. You can just raise your hand and I'll unmute you.
Yeah, Gurpreet, I have a couple of questions. To start
Yeah,
with, one, is there a feasibility of considering 15-minute slots here?
sure, Ashish. Let me note it down. So Ashish, I think you have joined my this session first time. So in the previous session, if you
Yeah.
have watched on my YouTube channel, I have made couple of enhancement. These are the enhancement I have done, and these are the enhancements suggested by development team, and I'm still working on those because these are some changes which require more time for me to update. But this suggestion, 15 minutes interval, can be done in version 1.5.
Yeah, sure. And then, obviously, I'll search for these previous amendments on your community group. Meanwhile, I have a second opinion here that what I see currently is we have the requirement designed on fixed AHT that is for probably considered for the entire schedule. There is a possibility, and the parameters we follow in our best WFM, we are asked to prepare schedules basis flexible AHT or interval wise AHT derived from the trends.
Got it.
So will that be a feasible option or an alternate option given if person want to use the fixed AHT or manually put it as a trend and it can give us the interval wise derivation?
I can give you alternate option here as well. So you can select the one AHT or you can just upload the AHT along with your forecast, right? Let me add it here. You want to add your trended AH interval AHT, right?
Yes. Thank you so much. And I know other people are also waiting to ask questions. My bad. I'll just ask last question and then I'll hand it over back to them. My last point is this schedule is prepared basis the requirement at service level or on underlying C.
Right.
We have a lot of campaigns or different companies use different background, but I believe it should have an option of calculating the requirement basis line adherence. A lot of companies outsource their workload not for achieving SL because it is derived on enterprise level, but for partner, it is majorly on line adherence model. So, will that be feasible to incorporate it as an alternate or option to choose?
That is a good suggestion, and I know that use case. So I can do one thing. I can create a completely a separate tool for line adherence model, because if I include in this tool, maybe that is not feasible as of now. So what I can do is I can create a completely different line adherence model, because that has a many different requirements, right? And it will not be matching up with this tool, right? So will that be okay? Or
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
all right, Karan, you can unmute yourself. Let me see if I can unmute you.
Yeah, thank you, Gurpreet. So one question that about this tool, how much is it going to be feasible for a back office supportive channel? So let's say in current organization of mine, I have a process that handles the back office of a mixed channel like voice plus video. So how feasible it's going to be there? I mean, in that
So
mode of channel.
as multi-channel scheduling request I have already received, this is under process. This tool as of now is working on the voice channel, but I am in the process to converting into a multi-channel scheduling as well. But for as of now, I'm just starting with the basic voice channel only.
Okay, great. Second question is that how feasible it's going to be when we integrate it for the actuals and other things. So, is there going to be any module or any feature in this scheduling tool where we can see what my schedule is, what's my required hours or FTEs against what I'm delivering, I'm getting delivered against the schedules.
Yes. So if you go to this download full output Excel sheet, it will give you all the details. Let me open it for you.
Mhm.
So this will give you your roster. This is how you need to plan your agents roster. This will give you your break schedule as well. This is how you need to plot your agents breaks as well. This would be your projections day on day, and this is your required one, right? So any other
Agree.
thing you want to
Mhm.
include in this sheet, I can add it.
So basically, we have to use the Excel or the any sheet format, right? We
Right.
can't have the view itself on the tool.
No, no, view you have on the tool. Let me show you.
Okay.
View is already available on the tool. So you see your
Okay.
roster is showing here. You can scroll it down. You can
Mhm.
see the roster of all these agents, right?
This is
And
going to be at both intraday and day level, right?
right. So you see this the first graph will show you that this is your required staffing. This is how your peaks and troughs. And if you scroll it down, it will show you how it has plotted your staffing against your requirement. Dotted line, this is showing you that how close you are against
Mhm.
your requirement, right?
Yeah, so this is also, I mean, the over under visibility is good. So my second question on this part is that how we will integrate our ACD or the agentic tools to it, because basis on that only we will only get the actual picture, right?
You don't need to integrate with your ACD as of now. You just need to upload your forecast file in this tool.
I agree, but my concern is for,
Hmm.
let's say, if I use this tool for my current organization, then my
Mhm.
client will ask that you have plotted your forecast, we have plotted your schedules number. I mean, your schedules numbers are coming here based on your schedules. So against that, what are you getting delivered? So that's the third priority or the third scenario that they will like to see. So let's say I'm showcasing here that this is my forecasted
Hmm.
requirement. Okay.
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
against that, based on the vendor or the partner schedules, this is my forecasted schedules number against that requirement. But on the real time basis, the client will like to see, or I will like to see that what is getting delivered against the required and against the forecasted. I mean, forecasted based on the schedules.
That is in the pipeline. That is a very
Okay.
advanced feature which we are talking
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
you are talking about as of now.
Mhm.
But this tool is on very early premature stage, right? Wherein I'll be keep adding these option step by step, right? So you are talking about the very mature tool. This is not a
Right.
mature tool. This is just in the early phases. This is just a fifth version of this tool, and I have
Mhm.
keep adding all those options, right? So I agree, whatever you option you are talking about, this that option should be here, but that will take some time for me to incorporate in this, right? So
I agree. So just keep it in your kitty, I mean.
in a 2 or 3 months down the line, you would see all those advanced features in this tool which we have as of now available in our current tools. But those tools are not able to handle our problems, but this tool will be able to handle those problems, right? I'm not giving any definite timeline, but yes, down the line 2 or 3 months you will see lots of improvement in this tool, and all those advanced features will be there as well. I think Ashish has raised his hand. Karan, am I able to answer your questions?
Yes, Gurpreet. Totally. Yeah.
Ashish, go ahead. I mean, you can ask your question.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. So what I understood is Karam was trying to request for a real-time integration, probably CRM integration, wherein we can get the real-time forecast versus actuals.
Right,
If
right.
I got it correctly, I understand. And if that could develop in this scheduling tool, it might be in competition with other current tools like or maybe. But yes, whatever is being done, I really appreciate that, Gurpreet. And I just want to have one question here. In the graphs that you're showing on your screen, there is a there is a requirement versus actual. If you go down a bit, you were just showing, yeah, this one. So in this particular graph, it shows me required versus planned. It does it call out shift inflex anywhere? And if it is giving the shift length and all, maybe I would have missed it from my previous sessions. My apologies if I'm asking it again, but just wanted to check with you.
No, as of now, I'm not showing shift and flex in the tool, but in the next release, maybe I can show the shift and flex on the day wise here as well.
Great. One more question, follow
Mhm.
up on this one as well. Let's say if I want to prepare a model schedule, right? I have forecast. Now,
Mhm.
as you know that almost all the organizations, due to security protocols, they do not allow data to be extracted to a different external tool. But uh, is this a online version which I can go ahead and recommend and check, which can make our work easier in our organization, or is it that we have to have our own random numbers and forecast and then prepare this for model
So
scheduling to
yeah,
check?
good question, Ashish. So the thing is, this tool is deployed on cloud as of now. The cloud service name is Streamlit, but it is not storing your any forecast numbers in its server. It is just that once you upload this forecast and generates roster and then refresh your tool, it will automatically release your whatever you have uploaded. But for your questions that in the companies these websites, these Streamlit tools are banned or maybe blocked, for that thing, if you see in my sheet here, I have mentioned that I am in the process of converting this tool from live server to a desktop application. 90% work is already being done, and my target is to release the desktop application before 31st January. So you guys will have a desktop application which you can download on your system, and everything will remain the same on your system only. It nobody have access to your data, right? So that tool you can download on your system and it will stay on your system, and the data and everything will remain stay on your system.
Awesome, awesome. And one last thing. Um, in a lot of organization, when they work in different time zones, they have different clients. Let's say if we have a US client, we are preparing schedule for them. But our local public, when I say local public, our ground level operations do not understand the time zone conversion. They would want their rosters to be in IST while you prepare in PST. This could have been taken up earlier, but just asking if that feasibility is there. Sorry, I was on mute. I was just typing it. I was mentioning PST, Pacific time,
Yeah,
to
Pacific
IST,
time
Indian
to
Standard Time.
IST.
Yeah.
Right. So what I can do is I can give another option here for the time zone, wherein in whichever time zones you need to upload the forecast, and in that separate time zone you want to generate the schedule, I can give that option in the next release. So let me mark it down.
Sure.
Karan has another question. One second, Karan, go ahead and you can ask your question.
Okay, thank you, Gurpreet. On the time zone, I just wanted to understand that is there any feature available for the DST to be incorporated?
Yeah, time zone I will be giving let me show you how I will be giving you an option.
Mhm.
So here there would be a one drop down option wherein you will have a different time zones, right? So
Mhm.
let's suppose your forecast as of now in EST time zone, and you want the tool to generate get the input from EST time zone, but throw the schedules in, let's suppose, IST time zone. So you will have two
Mhm.
options here. So you will select that, okay, my forecast is in EST time zone, but I want my schedules to be generated on IST time zone, right? So you need to select those two options. Here there will be a two drop down buttons. So you will select, okay, my forecast is in EST, and this please generate the schedule in IST, and then it will automatically convert in the background, and it will generate the schedules in IST time zone, even though you have uploaded the forecast in EST time zone. Will that help?
Yeah, that will help. But my again coming back to my original question is that what about the daylight saving? Let's say, for example, this year in March by 9th, the US DST will get implemented. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I'm creating the schedule on in EST, but I have to share with my one any of my stakeholder that is in the local market and based in US.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I have to convert my schedules according to my DST time zone. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion is that if feasible or if allowable into this tool, can we have that DST feature implemented that automatically the time zone or the hoop or the operation window of that particular scheduling period or that window will get adjusted automatically. So just a
So
suggestion if that's feasible.
yeah, let me see that current if that visibility is there. You want to incorporate the daylight saving. So when I'll giving you option of selecting the time zones, I will be adding options there that it will be automatically incorporate daylight saving, right? But let me try to incorporate it, and I'll let you know that what is feasible and what is not feasible, right?
Sure, sure.
Khushbu, I think
Great.
she has some question. If you want, Khushbu, you can unmute yourself, or you can put the question in the chat box as well. Any which way I can try to answer your question.
Yeah.
Whichever feels.
Can
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Okay. So my like Karan and Ashish has already like asked most of the question, but the most important question just in my mind, like thinking of like if you're like going to create a desktop version, okay, but most of the us like we are using the company laptop. So I don't know like how we are able to like download it and like have this installed on our
So
company laptop, because like most of us is like I know like we are using VPNs or like sort of like firewall that won't allow you, the IT function will not allow you to download
right,
that
right,
version.
right. So for that thing, right, you need to contact with your IT security team. They will assess the this tool, because this tool will not have anything to throw out the data outside your system. So they might whitelist this tool in your company portal, and then you guys can download it and use it, right? Because that thing you need to discuss it with your superiors. They will discuss it with the IT team, security team. They will assess that this tool is not throwing the data outside of your system, because that is not linked with any cloud server or anything. Everything remains on your desktop only. So they might allow this. That you need to have discussion with your superior, and they can discuss it with the security team, and then they can allow that tool to you guys, right?
Okay. Yeah, I was also like thinking like it's the only way. I don't know, like yeah. Thank you for that. And then like if I talk about the requirement, okay, like some account will have like different type of requirement. For an example, if the client is giving us the requirement based on the intervise requirement, I can say here like the FT or the hours. So we should like have some option in that tool that if the like if the requirement is in the form of FTE, is in the form of hours, where we don't need the AHT or like all this the service level, because not every campaign runs on the service level. They have an enterprise service level, but not likely to be like they wants to have like some service level around it, so the AST. But yeah, and another option I was thinking, if we can add shrinkage as well as the like Ashish was talking about trend AST, maybe we can have like some sort of option of shrinkage trend as well, where we can add the shrinkage here in this the tool, and based on the shrinkage, the day on day shrinkage, the interval based shrinkage, it can generate the schedules.
All right. Interval wise shrinkage can be incorporated. All right.
Yeah.
That can be
Yeah.
done. That is not an issue. So I might be able to incorporate in the next release. So that is not an issue. But see, guys, this tool is a machine, right? So it is like there is saying that garbage in, garbage out. So if you are trying to put the numbers or the things which are not relevant and the numbers are not correct, it will be giving you wrong output, right? So although I will be giving all those options, but it is up to you what you are feeding it, right? If you are feeding it wrong data, it will be giving you wrong output, because it is a machine. It does not have any gut feelings. It does not check whether you are putting a correct data or not. That is up to you. You guys need to make sure that you are giving it a right inputs to get the right output. I'm getting lots of use cases wherein, like in scheduling is not easy, right, guys? Scheduling is not easy. We all know that there are multiple use cases in scheduling, and my goal is I'm trying to incorporate all those use cases in this tool, and I'm doing it step by step, right? Because as and when I'm getting those use cases, I'm trying to incorporate in this tool. Recently I got one use cases wherein one user asked me that my Monday requirement is too high, like I have a 5,000 or 6,000 calls, but on other days I have very lenient volume, like 2,000 calls and 1,000 calls. So what I want is I just want to ignore my Monday, and I want this tool to be make sure that Monday is ignored, but other days are met, right? So these kind of a different use cases I'm getting from the users, and I'm trying to incorporate as early as possible. So I really appreciate you guys are joining this session and providing me your valuable inputs. And if you have any other inputs which I'm not able to cover in this section, you guys can go to my website, try to provide your inputs here. I'll be checking all your inputs and all your feedbacks, and I will be try to incorporate in the next versions. And thank you all for joining today's session. It was really helpful session. You guys have provided me so many valuable inputs and to making this tool more advanced and better. So thank you all who have joined this session, and thank you all those who haven't joined this session as well. They can watch the recording of this session on my YouTube channel WFM Club. And thank you guys. We will be meeting very soon. Thank you all.